Hottest day of the year. You planned for this. Checked the forecast, picked the summer shirt, the one that looks like it's on vacation. Minutes later, you're wearing a swamp. The shirt is glued to your back like it's scared of falling. Meanwhile, your friend, in a shirt that looks heavier than yours, is bone dry. Same sun, same yard, two completely different afternoons. Now, a few thousand miles away, there are people who have been fighting real heat for a very long time. Heat that kills. And if they saw your breezy little summer outfit, they would wince. Because they beat the desert wearing the opposite of everything on your summer rack. So before you blame the sun, the real question is what they know that you don't. Start with the Tuareg in the central Sahara, some of the hottest inhabited land on the planet. Midday there will kill an unprepared body. So what do they wear? Not less, more. Loose, layered robes, head to foot, and a veil, the tagcheck, that can run 18 feet long. In the worst heat on Earth, they cover up. And this isn't a fashion opinion, it's survival, worked out over thousands of years in a place where the wrong clothes can genuinely kill you. To them, a robe isn't an outfit, it's equipment, engineered to keep air moving over the skin and the sun off it. They treat fabric as physics, and the stakes here are not abstract. In the summer of 2003, a single heat wave across Europe killed more than 70,000 people. Most of them elderly, most with no way to cool down. Heat doesn't look dangerous. That's exactly why it's the deadliest weather there is. And the people who actually beat it have spent 5,000 years dressing in the opposite of your summer rack. Covered, layered, completely unbothered. So why does the clothing that actually beats heat look nothing like summer clothes? To answer that, you have to know what cool actually is, and your body already runs its own version. Sweat. Not glamorous, but ferociously effective. On a brutal day, your body can push out more than a liter of it in an hour. When sweat evaporates off your skin, it pulls heat out of you and carries it off as vapor. This is a different trick from the air conditioner in your house. That machine chills and dries a whole room. Your body can't touch the air around you. It cools you, right at the skin, one evaporating drop at a time. Which is also what makes it so easy to sabotage. Evaporation only works if two things happen. One, air has to move across your skin. That's the entire job of a fan, by the way. It doesn't drop the temperature a single degree, it just moves air so your sweat leaves faster. Two, the moisture has to actually leave off your skin, through the fabric, gone. Which means your shirt has two jobs in summer. Let air in, let sweat out. That desert robe you just met, it's the oldest, best accessory ever built for exactly that. Now watch how your closet fails at it. 3 fabrics, 3 completely different answers. First, polyester. It's hydrophobic. It physically won't absorb water, so your sweat never moves into the shirt. It just pools on your skin, going nowhere. That's the cling film feeling. You're not wearing a shirt anymore, you're vacuum sealed. Then cotton. The opposite personality. Cotton loves water, drinks your sweat right up, which feels great for about an hour. Then it's full and it never lets go, and your favorite t-shirt becomes a wet towel with opinions, holding your own sweat against you. We warned you about this at the gym last episode. Barbecues count too. And then linen, which the desert figured out 5,000 years ago. Linen's fibers are stiff and a little rude, so the fabric won't lie flat on your skin. It stands slightly off it, holding a thin hallway of moving air between you and the cloth. A personal breeze, built in. Yes, it wrinkles. It hurt you. That's the aesthetic. So back to the barbecue. Run it minute by minute. Minute 1, you're warm, sweat starts, the system works. Minute 5, the fabric enters the story. Polyester letting it pool, cotton filling up like a sponge. Minute 10. Sealed or saturated, evaporation stalls, and stalled evaporation means the heat stays. Minute 15. You're hotter, so you sweat more into a shirt that has stopped accepting applications. That's the spiral. The wrong shirt doesn't just fail to cool you, it shuts your cooling system down and then sits on it. By minute 20, the swamp isn't weather, it's wardrobe. Now, you'd think the rest is obvious. Light colors stay cool, dark colors cook. Everybody knows that. In 1980, 4 scientists decided to actually test it in the Negev desert, and they published it in the journal Nature. They put one volunteer in the midday sun for 30 minutes at a time, wearing, in turn, a black robe, a white robe, an army uniform, and just shorts. The black robe absorbed 2.5 times more heat than the white one. Obviously, the guy in black cooked. He didn't. He was no hotter in black than he'd been in white, because the robe was loose. All that extra heat rose up and out through the gap between rod and skin before it ever reached him, a chimney running on hot air. Color wasn't the mechanism, airflow was. And that scales all the way down to your closet. 2 shirts, both 100% cotton. One's the coolest thing you own, the other's a portable greenhouse. Same fiber, the difference is the weave. Packed tight, it's a wall air gives up on. Woven open, it's a window screen air walks straight through. Check it in 1 second. Hold it up to the light. Light through the weave means air through the weave. Then fit. Loose works like that desert chimney. Tight seals the system shut. So the order that actually decides it, the one nobody puts on a hang tag, is weave, then fit, then fiber. And color, the thing you shop by? It barely makes the list. Which is a problem, because shopping by the look is the entire business model. Walk into any fast fashion store in July. The rack says vacation. Flowy, breezy, the colors of a beach you can't afford. Now flip the tags. Polyester, polyester, polyester with a side of polyester. It's the cheapest fiber per yard, and a heat wave, to a fast fashion brand, is a sales event. They can't legally lie about the fiber, it's printed right there, so they aim the marketing somewhere the law doesn't check. Airy, breezy, vacation ready. Those aren't fabric properties, those are vibes. The dress in the photo is flowing because there's a wind machine pointed at it, not because air has ever passed through it. And the one part of the outfit that's legally required to tell you the truth is the boring little tag in the side seam, sewn into the exact spot they're betting you'll never look. They're usually right. So let's make sure they're wrong about you. 10 seconds, in the store before the mistake comes home. 1. Flip the tag. Linen, cotton, lyocell. Good start. 100% polyester on a heat wave dress? That's a greenhouse with sleeves. Gym gear gets a pass. Different trick, different episode. 2. Hold it up to the light. Light through means air through. 3. Check the fit. Loose beats tight, every time, whatever the fiber. Bonus, if it feels bumpy, seersucker, piqué, that texture holds the cloth off your skin on purpose. Buy it. Tag, light, fit. 10 seconds and you're officially smarter than the wind machine. The people who beat the heat didn't have better fabric than you. Linen, wool, cotton, all ancient, all sitting on your mall's shelves right now. What they had were better rules, earned across thousands of years by a climate that killed anyone who guessed wrong. The mall forgot those rules because the mall never had to survive anything harder than a checkout line. But you don't need 5,000 years in the Sahara. You need 10 seconds and 3 questions. The whole inheritance of every culture that ever outthought the heat, run in the time it takes to flip a label. Same sun, same 98 degrees. Nothing about the weather changed. One fabric decision did. Next time, The full heatwave survival wardrobe. What to actually buy, what to leave on the rack, and why linen has been insufferable about all of this for 5,000 years. See you there.